our sermon. And the last several weeks we were talking about, and we listened last week a sermon, wonderful sermon from Reverend Nelson, talking about the importance of worship service and the reason why we have to attend. And also before we heard about our church practices saying that focusing on sincerity and things like that. We talked about many of our church practices. And then we are going to, we didn't really finish everything. I was planning to do about one sermon about tithing also. But anyway, that's later. And today we are going to a new series which is about blessing and blessed families. And I felt as we are receiving a lot of blessing by this Holy Ground Revival Tour, it's a good time to start the new series. So, when we talk about blessing, I want to little bit talk about what does it mean to be blessed? What is the meaning of that blessing itself? Can somebody answer me? And what does it mean to be? What is the meaning of blessing? What do you feel when you say you are blessed and we found the blessing? What does that mean? Any answers? Mrs. Nelson saying something. What is that? Yeah, change of lineage. That's actually right. Is anything else? I know. Teresa got an answer this morning also. She knows. I know if I ask her, she will constantly give me answers. Does anybody else have any answer? What is your answer? What's that? Oh, she said, I need a gift. Yes, that's a good thing. We need gift. Actually, her answer also very right. Blessing is a gift. Actually, blessing literally means the favor from God. Blessing means favor from God. And also it means under the protection of God. We hear about blessing prayers, and also we receive sometimes for us many times when we talk about blessing. We talk about, sometimes we feel that wedding ceremony or the blessing ceremony itself. The ceremony we are receiving our holy marriage blessing ceremony. But it is not only that, it is about any kind of, and in that sense actually we are changing that particular ceremony, we are changing our blood lineage, then we are actually saying to God, I believe you, I need your protection, I need your favor. And when you say favor, it's a free gift. It's not, we are not paying anything to receive that. And of course, in order to keep that, we have to have certain standards, and that's a kind of payment, but not really a payment. It's kind of, we are keeping that blessing. So, this is in our church. When we say blessing and blessed families, we are receiving that amazing protection and favor from God as individuals. And when we say blessed families, we are families who are under the protection of God. Families which are favored by God. Families which God loves. And God can really communicate. And that is the meaning of blessed families. And here, also it says, we are creating a new race by having blessing and by becoming a blessed family. We are starting a new race. And sometimes when we look into our church, or maybe just look into the world, we can see many different races, isn't it? We have the yellow race, we have black race, white race, maybe even like brown race, like me, many different races. Then Father saying, with blessing, we are creating a new race. Does that mean that one more different color? Is it going to be a, somebody this morning, somebody like purple, they said purple race. Is it that way? Maybe some blue race or blue or green race? No, it's not that way. Father is talking about a people who are agreeing upon certain things. A group of people who believe in the parenthood of God. A group of people who believe that each and every one of us has equal value. And a group of people who believe in certain ethics and morals. And that actually binds us. Love, care, consent towards each other. And those things bind us together. And by having those standards, we are becoming a race. And that is what Father means. It is not about external appearances. It is not about the externally what we see. It is something really, really deeper than that. It is something really touches each and everyone's heart. When we come here together, we feel we are a new race. And that is actually in one of that FFWPUNJ song, what is the new generation of righteousness? And he talked about that. Actually today's songs also, and today's the third opening songs, what does that say? It says, we are Christians in our spirit and in our belief, and Mathoba's song also somehow really resonate with that. I almost felt like she wrote that song for what I am going to say today. And it's amazing. And that's what we are meant to be. A group of people, a new generation of people who believe in certain morals and certain ethics, who believe God is perfect, who believe true parents give us, bring us back to life. And once we come together, that is the new race Father is talking about. And in standards, we are brothers and sisters. And here, in this today's reading, you already see that in one passage. Can you bring up that again on the screen? It says, the Unification Church should make it possible for people who have no connection to come together, who have no connection before, to come together based on the love of God and to form new families, which will then lead to new tribes that transcends all existing tribal concepts. The church should bring together the different nationalities and the tribes in order to form a new homogeneous race in such a way that people are able to love and cherish this race more than their original lineage. This is the path being pioneered by the Unification Church and its members. And this is the thing actually God envisioned thousands of years back. Sometime when actually we had so many different races and so many different languages. But I don't know that's true. But sometimes I don't really feel that's a curse. But sometimes I feel it's a beautiful thing. We have so many races and so many languages. Sometimes, especially when I listen to prayers in different languages, especially in Korean, Japanese, and Spanish, even though I don't understand anything, I feel I even start crying when I listen prayers in other language. Sometimes when I ask them during our staff meeting, when I ask our Japanese staff to pray, I sometimes ask, can you pray in Japanese? And then somehow I feel it's an amazing spirit. And what I mean is that our unity, it says a homogeneous race, that homogeneity is not about language, not about our color. It is about our core belief, and it is about the core standards we manifest in our personal life. And we all believe God is our parent. We all believe the marriage between a man and woman. And those kind of things actually binds us together. Sometimes I remember when I was very young, and not so young, after my graduate studies, when I was planning to go to another part of India, my father said, "Oh, I'm so scared you're going to that area. I don't know those people. I've always heard they are very, very dangerous." And what does he mean that we have to be careful because we don't know what kind of morals they have and what kind of standards they have. And sometimes when we go to different countries, we have that kind of fear. And we are not afraid of people not just people. And we are afraid of what kind of moral standard they have. And sometimes people say, oh, in that part of the world, people eat other people. They are cannibals there. And sometimes they say, oh, that part of the world, if you go there, they can beat up you. They don't like other people. And this kind of concept freaks us out in relating to other people. And God wants, when God said, I'm creating a new race, I'm creating a new standard which is kind of breaking down all the standards right now we have, it means that God wants to have all of us to have a proper ethical standard, a proper belief system where we all have same ethics, same morals. And sometimes when we talk about that, we feel, is it really possible? We are talking about this past 50, 60 years, and still within our community also we still have a lot of trouble. And then why do we talk about all this utopian concept which never can make it possible? Sometimes even recently also I heard about that. It is not really possible. Breaking down the barriers and having one global family, that's not possible. But the reason why recently Dr. Barkham, when he was going to start this Holy Ground Revival Tour, one time he mentioned during our district pastors conference call, he said, I'm starting this revival tour in order to revive ourselves from being just into a repetitive mode. Sometimes once we have certain result, but once we reach certain milestone, we almost we hit a plateau where we can't go beyond that, or we feel like, oh, that's enough. And vision. We believe in 1935, Father had a spiritual encounter with Jesus. How many people were there? How many? Just one person, isn't it? Just one person. Then even think about the time Father came to London in 1965. I don't know exactly how many, just 2 parents and few other people. And I believe nobody from New Jersey, maybe no one was there. We didn't have any memories. But now, think about right now how many we have, including KEA and Elizabeth Church. We are almost 2,000 people in 49 years. And that's actually a great thing. And if we keep up that pace, in 15 years, we will be how many? I think 2,000 into 2,000 will be, I think 2 million, isn't it? 1,000 into 1,000 is a million, isn't it? Yes, we will be 2 million, and then in another 50 years, how many? Enormous number. So if we are able to understand, if we are able to inherit that vision to Father had, and we are able to understand the expectation of God, it is possible. And that's why in order to revive that, it is Dr. Barnum is really doing this revival to revive all of us. And today, many times when we wake up in the morning, we are waking up with the, oh gosh, it's again another day. Some days on Sundays, oh, I wish I could just take a rest the whole Sunday here. I could just sleep. Or even a birthday, sometimes we feel, oh, another bad day. And actually, I had a terrible dream 3 days back, as Wednesday. I woke up, not terrible as I said. I woke up in the morning, no, actually, I woke up around 8:45 on a Sunday morning, and that day I am supposed to give sermon. And I don't even have the passage prepared. My God, what can I do now? Oh my God, what happened to me? What did I do? Oh, when I look, Rani is sleeping so comfortably, then I realized it was a dream. It was a dream on early morning around 3 a.m. It's last Thursday. Anyway, sometimes for me, preparing Sunday service and things are not easy. Then late night, I woke up, stayed there yesterday until I came back. Last week was so busy, that's why I couldn't, even though I prepared little by little. So the final thing, that's why sometimes I'm always thinking about this. That's why this Wednesday morning I had that terrible shock early morning. But what would be, I'm kind of always thinking, how can I share this great news with everyone? So that I wake up, oh God, I have a great day today, so that I can go and share this truth with somebody. If all of us do that, how quickly we can spread that, we can create that vision. Today, I'm sorry I'm putting you on spot. Today we have a new person here. His name is Hector. He was here yesterday. I didn't expect he would come today. And Hector is here because someone went out yesterday. And someone asked him to come to our church. And then somehow yesterday, I couldn't talk to him. But I heard about him when I asked him some details when he came in. He was, oh, you know about that kind of feeling. Then, anyway, I'm not going to say anything about that. Sorry. But what I'm saying, when on that Easter morning, God was telling him, God was telling him through Jesus. I sent Jesus, but Jesus could not fulfill. Jesus could not gather all the children. And so, can you help me to gather my children and bring the children under my protection? I have a great gift to give out to all children. Just as Teresa said, I need gift. God has that gift. But sometimes we say, I don't think that's a big thing. I don't want that. You think that's something nice. I don't think so. That kind of attitude we have, God's favor, that's always there. We didn't know that. And our beloved true parents, they reminded us, they told us, this is what God has for us. And then we receive, the people who are sitting here, in some point of our life, and maybe some of your parents agree to that. And that's why we are here. And it is our mission then, after we became blessed individuals. Isn't it? We met into a person, a wonderful spouse, then we say, oh, okay, now I'm happy. Let me join that happy life with my spouse. Okay, that's it. Isn't it that way? That's why in today's, when we started that reading, Father started saying that Blessed Families of Unification Church, they're not even supposed to create just a nation. They are supposed to create a world which transcends everything. The race, the thinking about race, the thinking about culture, the thinking about all the differences we have. But we are supposed to create a family, a great worldwide family under the protection of God, under the favor of God. That's what we are supposed to create. But sometimes when we are maintaining our life, we forget about that. But now, I urge you, I want to remind all of us that it is possible once we get up every morning with that great passion, we can create that. It is actually this difficulty is we don't know each other. That's why we are having the difficulty. But when we start that sharing towards each other, God will allow us to know each other. God will allow us to come together. God will allow us to break down the barriers we have in between all the different races, all the different languages and everything. It is possible. And that's why today I want to encourage all of us to really remind here it is all of us, we are given this blessedness in order to create a wonderful family, a wonderful church, a wonderful community, a wonderful nation, and thus we create a wonderful world. And in this process, none of the thing is inferior to other. Everything is equally valuable. Everything, being a good person and being a good family and making a good church and making a good community and making a good nation and the world, equally important. Sometimes we forget, sometimes when laziness comes to us, we say, we already passed through that phase. Let me focus on community, family, that's done in my life. Let me focus on community. Sometimes when we find difficulty making a good community, we say, that's done. Conditionally, Father did everything. Let me focus on the nation so that nobody knows what I'm doing, but I can be satisfied in myself that I'm doing something for God's progress. No, it's not that way. Everything is equally important every day. And in one passage, you he said that Father's vision, Father given to us, it transcends all the time. There is no end time, so saying that, okay, now I'm perfect, so next stage of my life is totally different. No, it's not like that. It doesn't work that way. And here, even in Old Testament also, you can see God always trying to create this blessed group of people. In Old Testament, in Deuteronomy 6 to 7, a great passage says that you are people holy to the Lord your God. The Lord your God has chosen you out of all the people on earth to be His people, His treasured possession. It was not because you were more numerous than any other people that the Lord set His heart on you and chose you. This is Moses' time, thousands of years back. God spoke to people of Israel. And that very thing is valid today. It is valid today. When we can easily lose our original vision, we need to think about this. And we need to think about the thing Father spoke to us, the earlier passages which I shared. God is conveying the same message for thousands of years. And still, we are receiving it through our true parents. And we need to create that wonderful world where each and every one are able to really understand that blessedness, really understand that what does it mean to be being blessed. The greatest thing about being blessed is to be one with God, to be under the favor of God, to be under the protection of God. And that is not because we are chosen because we are some great people, not because we speak many languages, not because we are smarter than other people, not because we are numerous than other people, but because we said yes to a certain standard. We said yes to parents. I can follow you. I believe in the principles you are telling us. That's what I'm following you. That is what made us special. That is what made us special in front of God. And that is what all about the new race. And today, as we are going through this week, New Jersey, we are having New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut, this area, we are receiving our Holy Ground Revival Tour. And this is the only thing I want all of us to really go through. Our true parents is doing that on behalf of God, on behalf of Jesus, to really understand our blessedness and share that with other people, so that God's great blessedness can be fully manifested in this world, so that people like Hector can receive that every day. When we remind ourselves that when we wake up, when we are afraid that, Lord, this is what I need to do. I am blessed. I am truly blessed by God. I am truly blessed by true parents. I am truly blessed by Jesus. And I need to share that today. I need to share that with someone today, so that they can be with God. They can have a life with God. And that is the only thing we are talking about. Remember, revive, and reimagine and imagine. Remember, revive and reimagine the blessedness